So the Flying Eagles are set to take on Egypt in the 3rd and 4th place match at the CAF Under-20 AFCON. Nigeria suffered a 1-0 defeat at the hand of South Africa in the semifinal, but now they'll have to dust themselves off and focus on finishing the competition with at least a win. Now, that win would make it 2 straight competitions that the Flying Eagles have finished 3rd in, so that's kind of important right there. But by the way, both teams have already played each other. They played right before the Under-20 AFCON started, right after the Flying Eagles landed in Egypt. They faced the Egyptian Under-20 side. They won that game by 2-1. I think the Flying Eagles were up 2-0. Then the Egyptian side scored 1 goal at the end for what it's worth. But in this video right here, we're going to be switching it up a little bit. We're going to be going through comments in this one. If you dropped a comment in the game between Nigeria and South Africa, we're going to go through it, because there was a lot to be said after that match. And I think everybody kind of made valid points, and let the points be heard. That's what we're going to be doing here. And of course, going through the match a little bit. But first, please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. So yeah, Flying Eagles of Nigeria will be taking on Egypt tomorrow, Sunday, the 18th of May. My bad, kind of got mixed up on days. Tomorrow, Sunday, the 18th of May, 4 p.m. Nigerian time will be the start of the match, and it will be hosted at the 30 June Stadium in Cairo. Of course, the 30 June Stadium where the Flying Eagles played their first 2 matches in the competition at. So they'll be back home for that one, kind of. To watch the match, of course, you watch it on YouTube, CAF TV. You type in CAF TV. It's going to take you straight to the match, the easiest thing in football right there. But going to the comments, and the first one right here says, the coach must go back to the Nduka Ubade's Under-17 AFCON team. The bulk of the players there should have made this team. The idea of starting afresh with new set of players who may not be under 20 is bad, and we should stop it. In this game, the Flying Eagles left their scoring boots at home. The shots were very poor, being ballooned into the air. The substitute goalkeeper finally killed the game by rushing off his line in a very terrible miscalculation. This is a pretty good assessment of what went down. I kind of agree with the Under-17 boys. We've talked about this on this channel, and I totally agree with that. You can't just throw away a whole set of players. They're doing it on the male and female level, and it's ridiculous. Like, what's going on? I mean, and next thing you do, you bring in players that you're saying are the same age, and we're like, what do you mean? It's not like they're better. They don't show much that is better. So I feel like it's messed up. Like Emmanuel Michael. You mean to tell me that young boy has only played in 1 tournament, the Under-17 Waffle, after those free kicks we saw? I mean, come on now. No Under-20 call-ups, nothing? I think he was in camp for one of the teams, but I mean, seriously. So I'm with that, kind of with you on that one, but I don't say you make them the whole team like Emmanuel Amunike did. We saw it didn't work out in that case. So just playing devil's advocate a little bit, it didn't work out there when Emmanuel Amunike graduated the set of players with Osimhen, Chukwueze, and me personally, Osimhen and Chukwueze were sure things. Since then, I was saying it. There's no way there are other young players better than these two when they were in the team. I was like, who you gonna get to replace Osimhen at that stage? So I think some things are clear as day, but some coaches try to overlook them. Now, the whole team that Emmanuel Amunike did, I think maybe he should have gone to source out some players out of that team. But, I mean, it is what it is. And the finishing, I feel like the finishing wasn't good. And I feel like it kind of counteracts or counterplays, I don't know the word, but it kind of goes against this point right here. The substitute goalkeeper finally killed the game by rushing off his line. I don't think he killed the game, because right after they scored, we had an opportunity right in front of goal that was ballooned over the top. You just said it right here. They were ballooning the ball. And that's what happened when we had that opportunity that could have put us 1-1. And we forget about that mistake. We focus on controlling the game, which we were controlling from the beginning. But as it was, the shot was played over the top, and that was that. But appreciate the comment. Now moving on, the next one says, interestingly, they played their best today. I think they played well against South Africa, but I think their best game was Senegal. I think that was clearly their best game, start to finish. I think they played very, very well against Senegal. This game, it was okay, but I don't like the finishing was better against Senegal. The goalkeeper made some good saves against Senegal. But right here, I don't think we really made their goalkeeper work that much, maybe towards the end. Well done, Nigeria. The next comment says, shout out to you, supporting your team, your country, no matter what. That's what we all should be doing, hint, hint. The next one says, okay, everyone is blaming the keeper. No one noticed the basic elementary error the coach and his crew made just before the goal. He allowed the fourth official to make substitutions when his team is about to defend a corner. You never do that. It never ends well. I'm just, because of the capital, sorry about that. It's so elementary, even a football nobody like me knows it. Story of Nigeria, I guess, where excellence goes to die due to sentiments, division, and quota system. First of all, sir, you're not a footballing nobody. If I Show Speed is a football somebody, we are all football somebodies. Let's just put it like that. I think it was an elementary mistake, but like I said earlier, you did have an opportunity. You had other opportunities in the game. You can't just throw it all on the goalkeeper. Yes, he made a mistake, but it's not a case like against Ghana where you need 2 goals after the mistake. This is one mistake, you equalize, and all is even. So I don't know about that. Then he says allowing them to make the substitution. I got 2 points for that. I'm gonna say the second one first because the first one kills the whole argument. The second one is it's not 100%. It's not 100%. I've seen matches where players are substituted right before corner kicks and nothing happens. And we've seen situations where something happens. So it's not 100%. That's what commentators say, but it's not set in stone because obviously you see coaches doing it. So it's not like a coaching rule or a football rule. It's just something like they say 3 corner kicks a goal. Not all 3 corner kicks are coming with a goal. You can have 10 corner kicks sometimes. No goal comes out of it. So that's another point. But the main one, the number one, which I had to say number 2, we didn't get scored on by a corner kick. It was not a corner kick. We dealt with the corner kick. Then the second ball was sent in. That's not a corner kick situation. That's you should have dealt with that better. The goalkeeper should have stayed where he was supposed to stay. And at the worst, he makes a save. At the best, it's just an easy catch for him. But it is what it is. Then the final part, I'm not cool with that because there's no evidence of sentiments, division, and quota system. It's just, can we suck? Can the players suck? Can the players just suck? I'm asking. Nigerian football. So a player can't suck, a coach can't suck, they can't have a bad day. I mean, we can't just go to this just because the team loses. I mean, they just qualified for the World Cup and all of a sudden it's about quota system. Come on now, we can't have it both ways. That's all I'm saying about that. But all love to you. Appreciate your comment. Definitely want you to comment all the things I don't like because it is what it is. This is football. You know what I mean? You could be right, I could be wrong. So it is what it is. Then we move to the next one. And this guy right here, if you follow this channel, you know this guy. But he says, well, nothing spoiled as Naija done already win this tournament before. And them don't qualify for the Mundial. In the end, the real under 20 lads won this match. If you know, you know. Man, I don't know. I don't know that. So, I mean, yeah, you could say that, but I don't know that. Somebody else might say that, but I don't know that. I don't see any proof on ground. I don't see any people long lost classmates saying, "Oh, I'm 50 years old. I went to school with this guy." I don't see that, so I can't say. But we know is that every time we lose, This my guy shows up clowning the teams, man. He doesn't come up when we're winning, but once we lose, he shows his face with all the emojis clowning the team. But I love his comments because that's what you should expect when you're in this business. You win, they praise you. You lose, you're a free game. You're a free meal, basically. The next one says they always get supercharged after conceding. That's on the coach. Now, I don't too much understand this comment. Are you saying they always get supercharged after conceding, as in they always try to score, they always try to play better after conceding? I don't know. I think that's what you mean. And you're saying it's on the coach because he's saying it's on the coach. My bad. He's saying it's on the coach because they should be playing that way from the beginning. They should be trying to get goals from the beginning. But I wouldn't say they weren't trying. Maybe there was a little sense of urgency. And yes, you do have a point, sir, because you go back to the waffle, you concede against Ivory Coast, your back's against the wall, you score 2 goals. I think they conceded in the final of the competition and they came back and won. No. The semifinal they conceded. They came back and won it. So this is a team, of course, the Kenya match, you come back twice to and the game is tied at the end. So yeah, I think that's definitely something the coach has to work on. That's something that's on the coach. It's not on the players. Yes, it is on the players, but at the same time, it's the coach that's bringing out the players. So he should have them ready to go at all times. So yes, you do have a point, sir. The next one says they no longer have Nigerian flair of striking. My bad. Too structured, but the passing was much better. They had good energy and excitement. They just couldn't finish. It was very frustrating. Yes, it was. No set player organization. I don't know about that. I just felt like the delivery for the most part was not good. It also felt very rushed. Not enough accuracy. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The balls were just not good enough, and they were still better than South Africa. I felt like they were the better team. I feel like the better team lost, but when you lose, you really don't have much to stand on as to you being the better team. But I felt like even the South Africans would probably admit that they were holding on until they got their goal. You saw the confidence come out of them when they got that goal. You know, they're holding on to the ball a little bit better. They're looking for more chances. So yes, I don't know. I think we were the better side, but like I said, you lose a match, what can you say? It is what it is. You just keep your head down and keep working. The next one says, I watched the whole match. We had around 12 chances, for goodness sakes. We just couldn't finish. No real strikers. I don't agree with that last part. Barabar, yeah, he is a real striker. Precious Benjamin is a real striker. I feel like the delivery was good, but not the best. I felt like it was just not their day. I felt like I don't know. Maybe the system, I don't know. I just feel like these are good strikers. We've seen what they're capable of, and we can work with them. Yes, we lost the match, and yes, they didn't play so good in the match, but we can definitely work with them. I don't think they're poor strikers. But for the next one, you got Hackett would never have made that mistake. Replacement goalie killed the team with his ridiculous charge off the line. I don't think he killed the team. I think that was a big obstacle for the team to climb, and they didn't climb it, but they did have the opportunities to climb it and failed at that. So, like I've said previously, I don't think that was the moment that killed the team. 90 minutes killed the team. It took 90 minutes to lose. It didn't just take that second right there. But yes, it was a bad mistake, and yes, I don't think Ebenezer Hackett would have made it, because Ebenezer Hackett was in the game already. He is already in the game, already made previous saves, he's already flowing with the game. So I don't think he would have made that type of mistake, but it is what it is. The keeper killed the game. Then no first and second leg. No first and second leg. This is just straight up playoff. You win or you go home. Not in this case, the semifinal. You got to play the third and fourth place match. Keeper killed the game. I'm going to say it again. I don't agree with it. You had that chance right after you conceded. You had a chance one-on-one in front of goal. You score that. We're talking about something different right now. So I can't put it on the keeper. Yes, he was not good from the beginning. There was the ball that almost bounced over his head. He somehow grabbed it off of the South African player's head. Then you have that situation where you really should not be leaving. Just stand your ground and you got an easy catch or just a parry away or something. So yes, he wasn't good, but he didn't kill the game. You still had chances, so you can't just. That's like you trying to put it on somebody's head. I don't agree with that one. The next one says the Nigerian team not good enough. Was not good enough. Though the Nigerian team were better than the South Africans, Nigerians should take their chances. They were not serious. Rubbish football. I think he's just angry. I think he's just angry at the moment. You see, he's talking about the points, which were really the points. We didn't take our chances. And the rubbish football is just the anger coming out of him. So don't put it down. Don't put people down when you lose and they're angry. I mean, you could do worse things than type online. So let people get it off their chest. I don't think it was rubbish football, but I definitely don't think he thinks the same way too. I think he was just in the moment. But appreciate the comment and keep letting your anger out. You know what I mean? Let it out. It's all good. Goalie cost Nigeria the game. No wonder not the starter. I don't know about no wonder not the starter. Ebenezer Hacker is a real good goalkeeper. That's why he's the starter. I don't think it's because he was just. You're going against a real good goalkeeper, and you got to think about it. He just came in the game. You're not thinking you're going in for. Not saying that this is the same goalkeeper, but Manuel Neuer, the guy, you're on the bench for him. You're thinking you're here to chill, and next thing you know, the coach is like, "Hey, he's hurt." This is a young kid. He's probably not in the professional mindset yet. A professional is like, "I'm ready." A professional will go 37 matches not playing, and in the 38th match, he's like, "I'm ready. If they call me right now, I'm going to deliver." But when you're young, you probably disconnect. Like, man, I'm just here for the holiday. I know I'm not playing. Next thing you know, whatever happens, because life always happens, And I just think he probably was not mentally ready for the game. I don't think. I think he plays in Europe. I didn't look before making this video. I'm pretty sure he plays in Europe. So you don't get to that level just by luck or something. Somebody has to see something in you. Somebody has to know you're not going to totally embarrass them when they put you out there. So I don't think he's a bad goalkeeper. You still saw a couple of things from him. Just made a poor mistake, rush of blood. So forgiveness. He was poor. That's that. You just gotta say that he was poor, and that's that. The coach responsible for our failure selected bad players. They were good enough to get us in the semifinal, get us that World Cup ticket. So I'm not going to say they were bad players, but at the same time, I'm not going to say we shouldn't try to improve the team. We shouldn't look for better players. I'm not going to say that. If there's a better player out there in the age group, why not? That would be crazy to say, oh no, we're going to use this exact team in the World Cup. Yes, we should improve the team. Yes, we should look for different areas to strengthen. But at the same time, we shouldn't just look down on these players like they're nothing. They actually did their thing, got the first objective done, just that the second one, they came up short. And it is what it is. Now for the final comment, we got this one that says the first comment on the video. Shout out to you for that. And going into the match, I just want to see the team put everything together. I just want to see the goalkeeping department shine, the defending department shine, midfielders, attackers. I want to see everybody put their best foot forward. I want to see what you guys can really do. I want to see what you really bring to the table. Okay, there's no trophy on the line, but you can still give us your best match of the competition, and that's what I want to see. You've showed glimpses all through, but at least for this one, put everything together. You had almost everything against Senegal, but the goals. Can you play like Senegal and score the goals? That's the question. Not play like Senegal, play like you played against Senegal. and add the goals to that. That's my question. Hopefully they do that. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, your predictions and all that good stuff. Please make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.